What if I told you that a simple old penny from 1927 could be hiding in your drawer or jar of loose change, and that this very coin has the power to change your financial game forever? Yes, the 1927 Liberty Wheat Penny may look like just another piece of copper, but it carries with it a history so deep and a value so surprising that collectors all over the world are willing to pay incredible amounts for it. If you happen to own one, it might just turn the tables for you. Stick around until the end of this video, because not only will I share its fascinating story, but also how much it can be worth today and the way you can sell it for the maximum return. The 1927 Wheat Penny belongs to the iconic Lincoln Cent series that started in 1909. When it was first released, the design by Victor David Brenner was revolutionary, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, making it the first US coin to honor a real historical person. On the reverse of the 1927 version, you will find the words 1 cent framed by 2 stalks of wheat, a symbol of prosperity and growth. And this is why it is known as the Wheat Penny. Now, the year 1927 was a period of transformation for America. The country was booming in the Roaring '20s, with industries, automobiles, and stock markets reaching new heights. Yet, beneath that excitement was a brewing economic storm that would later erupt into the Great Depression. Coins minted during this time carry not just monetary value but also the emotions, struggles, and triumphs of an entire generation. Every 1927 penny is a little time capsule of that era. The 1927 Wheat Penny was minted in 3 major locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins carry no mint mark. Denver pennies bear a small d, and San Francisco pennies have an S. Each mint mark affects rarity and value, with the San Francisco version being among the most sought after by collectors, made mostly of copper with a small percentage of tin and zinc. These pennies were struck in millions. However, not all have survived in good condition. Everyday use, circulation, and time have worn down many of them, making pristine examples much more valuable. This is where coin grading plays a huge role. A 1927 penny in average condition may only fetch a small amount, but one in mint state condition can sell for hundreds or even thousands. Collectors on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and other online marketplaces are constantly searching for high-grade 1927 wheat pennies. Reports show that certain rare conditions, such as those graded MS65 or higher, can command astonishing prices. In fact, some pristine specimens have sold for over $10,000 at major auctions. This makes the coin not just a piece of history but also a solid investment. Errors and varieties make this coin even more exciting. Some 1927 pennies display doubling on the date or lettering, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies. These error coins are especially prized by collectors because they are unique and far rarer than regular issues. If you have one of these, the value can skyrocket. The beauty of the 1927 Wheat Penny is not just in its age, but in what it represents. Imagine holding a coin that circulated during the Jazz Age, when radios became common, when Charles Lindbergh made his historic flight across the Atlantic, and when American society was changing at lightning speed. That 1 penny could have been in the pocket of a farmer, a businessman, or a young child during one of the most colorful decades in US history. Over the years, many people have dismissed old pennies as junk change. Yet collectors know that each year and each mint mark tells its own story. The 1927 issue has gained a reputation as one of the more desirable dates for its beauty, history, and investment potential. On eBay, you can find circulated examples, selling anywhere from a couple of dollars to several hundred, depending on grade. Auction houses, however, reveal the true power of this coin, as certified high-grade pieces have consistently broken expectations and set new records. This shows the continuing demand for classic wheat pennies and how they hold strong in the collectors market. So the big question remains: how can you profit from this coin if you find one in your collection or even in your change jar? The first step is to carefully check the mint mark and the condition. If you see a 1927 wheat penny, don't just toss it aside. Examine it under good light and, if possible, Get it graded by a reputable service. Grading will unlock its true value. And from there, you can decide whether to list it on platforms like eBay, send it to an auction house, or sell directly to a coin dealer. Each method has its own benefits, and the selling price can vary greatly depending on your approach, as mentioned in the beginning. If you have this coin, it might just turn the tables for you. The 1927 wheat penny is not just a piece of copper. It is a doorway to history, a symbol of resilience, and for some lucky people, a ticket to financial gain. And here's the deal, at the end of this video, I want you to comment the word price in the comment box, and I will personally tell you how much your coin could be worth today and guide you step by step on the best selling procedure to get the maximum.